Hey friends, let's review the greatness tracker. This is what I use every single week, every single day. This thing is printed in front of me and I sit there and manually write it. It's annoying. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but truly it is a game changer and it has changed the way I work and do business. So let me do this just so it's centered on the screen. So here we go. So this is printed, zoom out, it's one page, right? So here's what each section means. So the goal is written over here on the side. The goal is to have 10 face-to-face meetings with people each week. Now, face-to-face meeting just means you're having a one-on-one, it says up to 3 people. So it can be you and 2, maybe 3 people, where perhaps it's you, your realtor, CPA, whatever it is, you guys are all hanging out, chatting, doing whatever it is after a networking group. But it's got to be a purposeful meeting in terms of like actual conversation. It's not the flyby, like, hey, good to see you, John, at a networking event. It's, hey, let's say after, let's have a 15 to 20 minute, like get together and chat and have a serious conversation. Again, it can be 5 minutes, but as long as it's purposeful, it's business related, it's you asking for business, that is a face-to-face meeting. Inside of that, so the goal is to get 10, right? Inside of that, you want 3 of those to be break breads. Think of break breads as being just something more serious in terms of time. It is when there's coffee, it is when there's lunch, some sort of food is involved. Ideally, if not, it's okay. But the break bread says, hey, we had a 45-minute conversation, a one-on-one, get to know you, a business planning session. It is the deep, normal meetings, whereas the face-to-face are more the casual, just, kind of in passing type meetings. But if you're driving somewhere to meet somebody, it's a break bread if it's a one-on-one, right? So you're going to be there for 45 minutes chatting, do whatever it is you do. Great phone calls. These are talk tos. These are people who answer the phone and you are asking for business. The goal is 75 a week. This is very difficult, but it can be done. I've done it, not many times, but I've done it. So these are conversations where you are talking to somebody asking for business. So when you talk to somebody, their name goes here. If it's a voicemail, it does not count. If it's a text message, it does not count. These are conversations that you had with people and you write them down. It is tough to do. You have to be disciplined, but you can do it, I promise. Events. This is when there's 4 people or more. So remember the networking group I mentioned. If you go to the networking group on Tuesdays, write it in here. Ideally, you want to go to 2 per month. So it's hopefully, I would recommend 1 per week if you can help it. That's where you get a lot of your face-to-faces. Again, the face-to-face isn't you sitting at the table with somebody chatting during the networking meeting. It's a purposeful afterwards or beforehand meeting with somebody where you're having that face-to-face. Videos, send out 1,000. Truthfully, I don't care if it's 1,000. If your realtor database is 28 people, send it to the realtors, right? The goal is to get to 1,000, but really you need to be sending multiple videos a week in terms of you can send 1 to realtors, 1 to your past clients, whatever it may be. Your theme day calls on Mondays, you need to be calling your top 40 agents. On Tuesdays, you need to be calling people that are in the process, the listing agent, the selling agent, and your buyers. Your Wednesdays are people that are pre-approved, pre-qualified. You're checking in with them, seeing how the house hunting is going, see if they need anything for the weekend to get updated. Thursdays, you're calling your top 30 past clients. Fridays, you're calling 15 of your top 50 VIPs. So your VIPs can be, whether it's a personal VIP, like somebody just super important to you, whether it's a business VIP. A good example of a business VIP from me is like the owner or the operations team of a builder. Those people do not send me business directly, but I need to tell the owner and the CEO and the CFO and all the people in the corporate office that I love them. So it's one of those things where they're not sending me direct business. So therefore they're not part of my 40 realtor calls. They're not part of my past clients, but these are super important people. Now you could, lastly, this is, they say it's a bonus one, call your builders. Truthfully, I put my builders with my realtors. So I don't have 40 realtors that I call. I call a combination of my realtors as well as my new home sales people. But that's kind of the theme days. Did you complete it? It's a yes or a no. Do you have first of all, you got to have your list made and created, but then call those lists on those days. Now, look, if I get this done on Monday, I'll put yes. If I get half my Tuesday updates and finish it on Wednesday, I'll put yes. As long as that theme day got done, that's the yes or no. Thank you cards. Handwrite 10 thank you cards. It's only 2 a day. Tell the people and write, when you write these names up here, you can pull from that. Like, oh, I just had a great conversation with John Smith. I need to write him a thank you note and say, thank you for referring us. For leads, each number of leads you got that day, write it down here. How many leads? A lead is just, hey, So-and-so is interested in getting a mortgage. Write that name down so you can track your leads. Deals. Whenever something gets turned in or a contract comes in and you got a commitment, that is a deal. So contract in or refinance says, let's boogie. That is a deal. Your pre-quals, which is the lower number here. This is when credit gets pulled. So if you pulled credit on one person today, 2 people over here, 0 here. Those are that. Now, again, refinance says, yes, let's boogie, or contract comes in and they're working with you. Put those in deals. Write this down, keep it every single week, and you guys will see improvements over time. I promise. When I first did this, it was like maybe halfway blank. The more I do it, the longer I get, the more purposeful I am with my time, the better it will be. I promise you. Let me know if you guys need anything from me. Appreciate you as always. Have a great day and we'll talk soon. Bye.